Good morning, guys. Is anyone there? Hello, do we have any viewers? Okay, not yet. Can anyone hear me? Antonina, great. Okay, there's one person. Okay, would you like to join? Come on, be the only one. Be the only one. Exclusive, exclusive. Okay, yep. Can everyone hear me as well? Can you hear me? Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll give you some time. Yeah, give you some time. Hey, Rod again. Oh, Rod, are you really joining again? Really, really? Okay, welcome. Come on. Okay, so we're going to do a speaking session this time. So I don't know. I'm good, by the way, Rod. Yeah. So I just read your text. I'm good. In this class, we're going to focus on speaking. So before, if any of you joined me before, we were talking about reading. We were looking at reading. Now we'll practice some speaking. Okay, we've got an audience. Come on, join the class. Join the class. Come on, quick, 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 quick. I've got energy. I've got energy. Okay. Anyone? Any takers? Any takers? 30 minutes left for joining. What? Did I make a mistake? Oh, okay, okay. I was going to say, yeah, so it's starting now, yeah? I was going to say 30 minutes. What? Okay, so quick, quick, quick. There's 9 of you. If you all claim your place now, you can all get a seat. Assuming no one's reserved, yeah? So assuming there's... Okay, is anyone there? Come on, I'm excited. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Quick, 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 quick. It's tense, isn't it? It's exciting. Come on. My cat's looking at me, thinking what I'm doing right now. Okay, we have some takers. We have some takers. Great, Frank. Hello, nice to meet you, Anton. Okay, I can never say this name. Right, okay. Antonina. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Nice to meet you. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Great. Which part of Russia?
St. Petersburg.
Okay, so I was going to say either. I was going to guess either Moscow or St. Petersburg because they're the main cities I know, I've heard of. So you're one of them. So what's it like in St. Petersburg at the moment?
Actually, for the last week, it was pretty sunny outside.
Okay.
And I'm a bit sad because I have a flu and I have to stay at home.
Okay, yeah. So you're locked indoors, yeah.
Yes.
But you're not snowed in, yeah. So it's not snowy at the moment there.
Well, it is a bit of snow. It's like -10 right now.
Okay, a bit of snow, yeah. So we were talking about the weather in the last session at the beginning, and most of the students were from hot countries, yeah. So I'm glad there's someone like me from a cold country this time. Okay, Rod, I don't need to ask you anything, yeah. We spoke earlier, but just introduce yourself to the rest of the group.
My name is Rod. I'm from Peru, South America, and nice to meet you.
Great. Okay. So, and who we've got? Frank. Okay. Nice to meet you, Frank.
Good to see you, teacher. This is my first class.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Hope it's good.
I am from Italy, northern Italy, and I am here because I hope to improve my spoken English.
Great. Okay. So just focus on speaking. Yeah. So we'll try that today. I've got a presentation, a PowerPoint. As Rod will know, there was a problem with the internet connection in the last session. So what I will do soon is turn off the video because that seemed to help. Yeah, so I hope that's not a problem. It just cut off last time. It's quite annoying.
It's okay now.
It's okay?
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I'll
okay.
try now.
Your sound
okay,
is, it's not cutting out. Yeah, your sound is clearly, and I think it fixed.
Perfect. Okay, so if it does cut off, bear with me, okay? Stay online and I'll reconnect, okay? If it does cut off, but hopefully not, fingers crossed. Okay, so, yeah, can everyone open the presentation I put on Verbling? Did everyone see this?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, everyone else? Did everyone else have this? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to assume you've all got it. Okay, so let's go to the first slide, and we're going to talk today. We're going to talk about free time and things like this. Yeah, so how people like to spend free time. Okay, so let's just ask Rod. I spoke to you earlier. So, what do you like to do in your free time normally?
Normally, well, my life changed a lot. When I was a teenager, I used to play video games. That was used to do. Then only video games, I think. But now like an adult, and I like partying.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
partying.
So before video games, you've played video games for partying. Yeah, that's okay. That's quite a reasonable
That
thing.
was a big change.
Okay, anyone else? Yeah, so, sorry, I can't see my Hangouts for one second. Maybe it's a bit slow. Okay, so anyone else? Yeah, so what do you like to do in your free time? Frank. Is it Frank?
Yes, right.
Okay, what do you like to do in your free time?
Okay, luckily my kind of job, in my kind of job, I have enough free time. I mean, I am usually free in the morning because I have to work on many afternoon shifts. So,
Okay.
for example, I have many mornings free, and in my free time, I like go for jogging for my jogging training.
Okay.
I like watching movies, and of course, I like studying English.
Great. Okay,
Most-
good. I'm
most of
happy.
the
I'm
time.
happy.
And I like reading, and I like meet my friends, and once or twice a month I like go to the cinema, but not often because it's very expensive, at least here in Italy.
Okay, and how much does this cost? Because I've heard, for example, in Russia, well, it's a couple of dollars, yeah. So I've heard this from someone else. How much does it cost to go to the cinema,
Here,
and Antonin? Can you correct me, please? I'm trying to
Anton-
learn Russian, but my names are not so good.
Antonina.
Antonino. Yeah, it sounds kind of Italian. Do you think, Frank? Antonino. Does it sound
yes,
Italian?
yes,
Frank.
an Italian name, Antonina. Hi, Antonina.
Hi, Frank.
Okay. Do you have any connection with Italy, Antonina?
No, but my grandfather was from Greece. But Antonina is very popular, kind of oldish name in Russia. When I introduce myself
like-
to young people, they always say like, Antonina, my grandmother has this name. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah, we
yes,
have this.
yes.
We have names like Ethel, Maureen, and Margaret. You know, Margaret. It's like that kind of-
But by the way,
Margaret,
it's
put the
a
kettle on for the tea.
diminutive. It's a diminutive of the Italian name Antonia.
Okay, yeah, so it's just a different form of stuff. Okay, yeah, so Antonina, what do you like to do in free time? And is cinema really not so expensive in Russia? How much does it cost to buy a cinema ticket?
Well, it depends on the time of the day. In the morning, you can go for like $4. It's like
Wow.
euro.
Yeah,
But
that's-
in the evening, some screenings can be more expensive. It's usually around $10. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
go
so
in the morning.
so yeah, better to go in the morning, I guess. And the words we would say, maybe you could say peak and off-peak. So peak time and off-peak time. Do you know what this means? Anyone? So
No.
the peak time, just
Martin, I think we lost you.
Has he lost his connection?
Will he be back?
It's freeze.
It was happening in
Yes.
his last class, but it's okay.
Google
It's going to-
Hangouts don't work properly most of the time.
No, I don't think so. I think it happens to some teachers. It's
Because of their connections, I guess.
but yeah, it happens with particular teachers. But the
Mhm.
last hangout that I was with Candy, female teacher,
Yes,
and
Can you hear me?
all was okay.
Okay, I'll turn off the video.
Okay.
yes, I have noticed that often Candy has difficulties when she has to start the classes.
Only for the starting, but
Um,
during
Sometimes, yes, go ahead.
during
Sorry.
her, during her classes, all it's okay, everything is okay. But yeah, some teachers have problems when they want to throw the classes, or another
Yes.
teachers when sound problems. In this
Sometimes
case,
classes start later because of troubles.
would you like
The
to do
teacher
in
is back.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, teacher is back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
We missed you.
What's happened?
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Turn off
Okay,
the
sorry
video.
about that, guys. Sorry, it happened again. Okay, so I've turned off my camera. Hopefully this connects. Okay, sorry. So we were talking about peak and off-peak times. What's the difference? Did you understand?
Maybe peak is like very popular time,
Yep.
and off-peak
And off-peak is
not so popular.
not so popular. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So this seems to be a peak time for the internet, I think. Yeah. Here.
What do you mean as popular time?
Popular is in lots of people, lots of demand for that service. Yeah. So, for example, in the morning, lots of people travel to London before 9 o'clock. So there's so many passengers, and maybe there's not enough room on the train, so they charge a higher price. Yeah. So there's too much demand. Too much.
Very
demand.
busy situation.
Very busy, yeah, very busy time. Like, for example, she was saying, Antonina was saying, in the cinema in the morning it's cheaper. Yes, this is off-peak because not so many people go to the cinema in the morning because maybe they're working. Yeah, a bit like rush hour. Yeah, so a bit like rush hour. Usually in rush hour, that's peak time. So you were saying that it's actually not so expensive in Russia if you go in the morning.
Yes.
Is this the same in your in your country? So Rod, do you have this system as well? This peak and off-peak time fee
About
rate thing?
yeah, in many activities like cinema, for example. And, that's where we're talking.
So it's the
Yes,
same, yeah.
yes, cinema is of course, weekends are expensive for catch a movie.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so,
I only want to go Mondays or Tuesdays.
yeah. So we have
Yes.
a system. We have a company in the UK. Do you have Orange network, the phone network in your countries?
No.
Orange? Like a bit like O2 or Vodafone, yeah? So we have a network called Orange and they have a special day called Orange Wednesdays. And on Wednesday, if you're an Orange customer, you get 2 tickets for the price of 1, including in the evenings. So 2 friends can go for the price of 1. Yeah, so we have these kind of deals and things. Okay, we've got another person, Marina. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Spain.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Perfect, great. Okay, so we're talking about free time and what we like to do in our free time to begin with. So what do you think, Marina? Okay, I'll write this down. So the network is called Orange, Rod. It's a company name. Okay, so Marina, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to dance. I dance
Great.
hip hop and salsa.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And I don't know, listen to music, going out with friends.
Great, yeah. So things to chill out and relax and things. And in
Yeah.
Russia, I've heard, it's very, very popular to dance, yeah? So there's lots of... We have a show in the UK called Strictly Come Dancing, Antonina, yeah? So have you heard of this, anyone? Strictly Come Dancing.
No.
So it's a TV show and it's a competition, it's a dance competition. So celebrities go on there and get trained, usually by Russian professional dancers, yeah? But they're from various countries. So they might be from South America for Latin, like the salsa and this kind of thing. Or there's a lot of ballroom dancers from Russia, actually. So Antonina, do you like to dance? Yeah. So are you one of these Russian dancers?
Well,
Can you ballet?
I am not a dancer, but I also learned to dance salsa, and but I've had something with my shoulder, and I can't dance currently.
Okay.
I hope I will be able to start new lessons again, but I can't really dance. I can
So-
move, but I can't.
Okay, you can move, yeah, but you.
But I can't.
Okay, so this is quite good. The thing is, I've heard also that Russian girls have very, very good posture. Yeah, because I heard that a lot of Russian girls, when they're younger, they go for ballet training. Yeah, so when they sit, for example, if they sit around a table, they usually have better posture than most foreigners. Yeah, so I don't know if this is true. I just heard it. Have you heard this before, Antonina? Posture. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I know. Maybe what happens is they look around and think, "Oh my God, I need to sit up straight," and that's all that happens. Because, well, like in my childhood, there was a lot of clubs for children, like kids' activities, and
Yeah.
parents didn't have a lot of time, and there wasn't any babysitting services. And
Yeah.
in order to keep your child occupied, you need to enroll him or her in some activities during the day while parents are working. And it was just what's closer to your house.
Okay, yeah, you go to the ballet school. By the way, I can see Renee. You've written a message in the comment box. Okay, I'm the one in the picture. I can't use video at the moment because there's a problem with connection. Yeah, so you can see me up there. I'm the one in the picture. And I don't know how you say this name. I'll say Brew. Yeah, I'll just change the letters around a bit. Okay, my name's Martin. I'm from England. Yeah, so I'm from the south of England. Okay, anyway, so what else? So, Frank, what do you like to do in your free time? You are in the north of Italy. That means there's probably lots of mountains for skiing. Is that true? So, are you close to Austria?
Northern Italy, yes, not far.
Okay, and do you like to ski?
No, not at all. I'm not really into skiing.
Okay, and is this so? Yeah, because I don't know. I've noticed that when people live in a place which has a specific thing, like you live somewhere where there's mountains, people just don't get interested in this. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I've heard people living near the beach don't like the beach. Yeah, do you think this is true? So, okay, we've got a new member. Oh no, we haven't. You've just changed your photo. Okay, what about you, Rod? Yeah, so what do you like to do? Do you think this is true? Do you think that people get bored of doing the activities that are close to them, that are available to them?
Yeah, it happens to me. People think when they visit in Peru, there are a lot of ruins here, natural landscapes, and they say, "Oh, they are great. I want to live here. I want to move." Tourists say all the time that, but I'm boring of here in here because there are not places where when you watch a movie, for example,
Okay.
you watch the lifestyle in Manhattan, Times Square, or Tokyo. It happens.
Yeah, so you're saying the culture is good, the history is good, but you're saying there's maybe not so much infrastructure, yeah, not so much entertainment facilities and stuff. But in the UK, I don't know, yeah. So what there is to offer really in the UK, yeah. So we don't have good weather, so we can't go. In fact, okay, in Cornwall, there's a bit in the southwest of the UK, and actually sometimes this has better weather and better waves. They say than Greece, yeah. So there's always one day. It's quite funny. So we like to talk about the weather, and there's always news one day in the summer where the temperature gets quite good, not very good, and they say, "Oh yeah, it's hotter than Greece." But yeah, generally, I don't know what I would say that I get bored of here, yeah, because I don't know if there is much, yeah. Maybe I don't notice it. We've got a new member, so Ahmed. Okay, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Great. Okay, so I'm not using the video today. I explained to the others because the connection cut off, yeah? So to try to improve the connection, I cut off the video. I hope that's okay for you. But where are you from, Ahmed?
I'm from Tunisia.
Great, and what's it like there at the moment?
Well, it's good at the moment, you know. After what happened 2 years ago, some bad things happen sometimes, but the security is back fast, you know.
So it's part of the revolution, yeah? So there was the Arab Spring Revolution. Is that true?
Yeah, we're the first country that started the Arab Spring revolutions.
Okay, it's interesting. So yeah, can you explain to us, the people that don't live in these countries, what kind of changes you've experienced with this? Because we hear it on the news. Yeah, I'm sure most people have heard about this. But yeah, what's it like to live in your country now compared with maybe 3 years ago?
Well, 3 years ago, there was, you know, much more security than now because now there is a bit of chaos during the revolution. But there was no democracy, and you can't explain, you know, you can't talk about the president or the president family. If you talk about them, you will get to jail immediately.
Okay, so
And
it's quite difficult. You're suppressed, yeah? You couldn't say your opinion.
Yes, you can say your opinion even on the street or on the media. Even even the media was with him and all. And the areas in the northeast and the middle east of the countries where the tourists come, they are very developed and all. But the other sides of the country, they are poor and they have lack of many things like infrastructure.
Okay, so there's a wealth divide, you can say, yeah? So there's a wealth
Yes.
divide. I'll write this down for you. The wealth divide just means lots of rich people, lots of poor people.
No, not lots of rich and lots of poor. No, the advantage we have here is that we have the the middle rate of people who are not very rich and they are not very poor.
So you call this the middle class, yes? There's a good
Yes, the
middle
middle
class.
class. We have the middle class here, but many people at the west of the country, they are poor and they have a lack of infrastructure because the care was only taken to the east of the country mostly. So somebody who used to sell fruits in the streets, got a fight with an officer. He said bad things to her, so she slapped him, and he burned himself because they confiscated his, materials he sells. And that thing started a rage all over the country, and I guess about
Yeah,
a month, the ex-president went to Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so he kind of fled, yeah? He escaped maybe and stuff. So it's quite an interesting topic, yeah? So we hear about it a lot, specifically what's happening in Syria and things like this, yeah? So we follow this quite closely. Akhla, yeah? Is that Allah or Akhla?
Yes, yeah. Oh my God, you're the first teacher who pronounced my name correctly.
Wow, okay, it was like a 50-50 chance. It was either with a h or with a. So, yeah, where are you from?
Yeah, this is Ahla. I'm from Saudi Arabia. And
Saudi Arabia. Okay, great. And are you linked to this? Yeah. So what Ahmed was talking about. There's this. I've heard recently because Prince Charles, yeah, and his wife came to went to Saudi Arabia. Did you see this?
yeah,
Did you hear about this?
Yes.
And I just heard briefly on the news. What happened? Yeah. So what were they there for?
well, let me say this in brief. They are not there for both citizens, maybe. They are for their own interests as two political countries. As citizens, we are not that amazed by their visiting or any other political visiting.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to speak about these things in your daily life or in the media, as Ahmed said, or anywhere, even here on Berkling. It's not easy to say that. Yeah, we need a change, and yeah,
It's difficult, yeah. So to talk.
yeah, it's difficult. But as citizens here, we used to maybe change this into a sarcastic way to make jokes about
Okay, to
some
lighten
things.
it, yeah, to ease off it because it's a very serious topic, and I guess it can get quite, confusing. But yeah, the thing is, I think we should all talk about this problem. We come from different countries, and to share these kind of experiences and things is maybe quite interesting, yeah, because everyone's got a different viewpoint to things. But yeah, okay, so yeah, and we're talking about free time, yeah. So, Akhla, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I go online most of the time on Facebook, but I don't usually maybe half an hour every day. But I like to try to improve my English, to learn Spanish if I could, and try to improve my other hobbies. I like reading a lot, so you can find me on the autumn.com trying to buy these books, and I do chat with lots of my friends from all over the world.
And I'd say it's a trend now, yeah, that it's based online, yeah, so lots of people use Facebook and things like that, and it's very, very convenient and things. And we've got a new guy, yeah, so Ibrahim, how do I pronounce your name? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay,
Hello?
now I can hear you. Yeah, okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Guinea. I'm connecting from Malaysia.
Malaysia, great. And how do I pronounce your name?
Ibrahim. Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Okay, I'll try my best, yeah? So maybe I make mistakes.
Not for that.
Okay, so Ibrahim, normally I would put my video on, but as I said to the others, there was a connection problem at the beginning, so I turned it off, yeah, just so it doesn't break up anymore, hopefully. So I hope that's okay. And as said, we're talking about free time, yeah? So what do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I would like to do so many things. You know, I like first of all reading a little bit and hanging out with my friends, going to the cinema. After that, coming back home and talk about life. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so hanging out with friends, chilling out and stuff. Okay, so do you think you guys have enough free time? So now people are very, very busy and very, very connected with their work or with their studying through smartphones and technology and stuff, yeah? So we're going to talk about this to begin with. Do you have enough free time? So, Rod, do you have enough free time?
No, nowadays I don't think so, because
Okay.
I'm working, studying, and free time well, disappear, I think.
Okay, so it goes. And would you say that this is a trend for the rest of you, yeah? So let's ask Antonina again, yeah? So do you have enough free time?
Well, I think I do have enough free time, but I don't use it as effective as I could. So
As effectively as you could,
as
yeah?
effectively, yes. So there's always things I would like to do, but I don't have enough time. But it's not because I don't have really time, it's because I'm probably being lazy or asleep.
Okay, yeah, so the thing is, why not, yeah? So if you've got free time, you can laze around, you can chill. To be like a couch potato, yeah? To lie on the sofa. Be a couch, do you know this, couch potato?
Yes.
Yeah, to be a couch potato, just to lie on the sofa and zone out and stuff. Okay, so Frank, yeah, so you don't like to ski, but what do you like to do?
As I told before, I like running and go for my training, jogging, and I like walk a lot. I like to walk a lot, and lately studying English is my main activity in my spare time, in my extra time.
And what about the
And
rest of you, yes? Yeah, sorry,
what?
sorry, carry on, Frank.
Sorry, can you repeat me the question?
No, carry on, sorry.
As I said before, luckily I have enough free time because of my kind of job. Not only mornings and afternoons, but for example, after the night shift, I have 3 days off, and
Wow,
that's a lot of free time, and to me it is good. But in my kind of job is necessary because it's very stressful and can be very hard sometimes, and
You need the time, yeah? You need to just free time to zone out, to clear your head,
Yes.
yeah? To clear
we
your head.
have to. We I don't know if it's the right expression in English, but we need to cut off when we are out of our job.
Yeah, and this is the thing, yeah? So with technology, we're talking a little bit earlier. With technology, we are always connected, yeah? So does everyone here have a smartphone? Oh, we've got a new member. So, okay, Marta, nice to meet you. Marta, is it Marta? How do I say this? Hello, Marta, can you hear me? Hello, Marta? Okay, I'm assuming she can't hear. So when you can hear, just say something. Okay, yeah. So does everyone here have smartphones?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and do you find it easy when you're not working or you're not studying to turn off your smartphone and to cut yourself off from the pressures, maybe, yeah? So from your boss or from your friends and things like this. Well, okay, friends, that's different, yeah? But do you find it easy to turn off your smartphone?
Yes.
Oh, I can never turn off my smartphone because if my mother calls and I'm not picking up, she will probably think that I was abducted by aliens.
Okay. Yeah, the paranoid mother. Yeah, that I think most people maybe have got one of those. But yeah, okay. So the paranoid mother, but for her. But what about for professional commitments? Yeah. So if you had any professional commitments, could you cut yourself off from those in the evening, or could you work until midnight? Or even throughout the night, yeah. So the emails keep coming. Would you answer the emails, or can you cut yourself off completely? So Ahmed, what do you think?
Yes. Well, I can cut myself off of my computer and smartphone, but no, during the week I don't use the internet much because I don't have enough time. So
Okay.
it doesn't make a problem for me.
So it's okay, yeah. So it doesn't cause any problems for you. Cause any problems? Cause, yeah, problems. To cause. It doesn't cause any problems. You can just switch off, and it's okay. Okay. So Ibrahim, yeah. What do you think, Ibrahim? Okay, I'll try. Ibrahim, what do you think?
I think, in my opinion, I can't cut off my smartphone because it's very important. So we need more relationship, to go ahead. We are living in the society, in a relationship society. So we need more society, more relationship to go ahead. If you need something tomorrow or what, if you want to be like a famous person, you need to go on Facebook and try to do best thing and try to publish so many things because like let's take an example about a seller. You understand? If you are a seller like that, you don't need to cut your phone out. You don't need to put yourself away from Facebook. You need to do so many things by using a social network every day.
Okay, yeah. So always using it, yeah. So to never break away from that, I guess, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's quite interesting. But they're saying, yes, they're saying, okay, this could be dangerous, yeah. People, they, lots of people laugh about this, but in the UK they talk about a lot about the work-life balance, yeah. So this is quite important, yeah. They say the work-life balance. Have you heard of this before?
No.
Yes, I have heard.
To balance between work and your
Yeah,
life.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, work-life balance between work and life. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so and this means basically the amount you work. Yeah, you should have a good balance between the amount you work and the amount you don't work, the amount you have for your job and the amount of time you have for yourself. And they're saying at the moment with technology, the work-life balance, yeah, is not so strong. Yeah, so more people are working than they're so-called living. Yeah, so enjoying the time and things like this. How is it in your countries? Lots of countries and lots of cultures have different attitudes to this. In the UK, they talk about it. They say, okay, you should work 40 hours per week. That's it, or something like that. Yeah. So how is it in your countries? So Akhla, yeah, tell me about work-life balance in your country.
Well, my work takes from 9 to 8 hours a day. When I come home, it's a more family time, quality time for my family. I live with my parents and my brothers, and that's our life here in Saudi Arabia. We live together in the same house.
Yeah.
So,
family life is important. Yeah. So you're very close
yeah.
to. Yeah. No. So that's the difference. Yeah. So. Yes, how is this? How close? For example, I don't know, Frank, you can tell me. In Italy, I've heard that people like to stay with their parents until maybe 30, 35 or something like that. Is it true?
Yes, I think that is a typical Italian habit, but unfortunately, at the present, is getting more common because of our very deep crisis. So young people are not able to go and to go out, to go away and start to live on their own because they can't. There is no job, there is no money.
So it's not. It's out of practical reasons, yeah, because of money and things. So
yes.
Akhla, how is it in comparison? Yeah. So do people do it because of money, or do they do it because actually they like to live with their parents? They like to live at home with the family. How is it in Saudi Arabia?
No, it's way different. Also, here we have youth who are unemployed. There are people who are unable to own their own homes. Here, it's somehow pricey to have your own home. But really, the main reason is that we feel more obligated to live with our parents. We feel that we should take care of them, okay, more than if you have a choice to live in another house. Now, most people, maybe the young married people, they like to live in different places, but in general, there should be at least one or two brothers or sisters who live with their families.
Okay, so it's like not because of financial reasons, it's just an obligation, yeah? So you feel you should be with the family, yeah? Spend time with the family and things. And how does this compare in Antonina's country? So in Russia, would you say it's similar? So how important is family life to the average Russian person?
Oh, well, it's pretty important. For example, we have some family celebrations, like usually New Year is a family holiday, and also we have right about now we have this kind of a 1 week of this I think it's a very old tradition when you make pancakes and you need to invite your family members to your home, so and feed them those pancakes.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I haven't been to Russia, but I've been to Minsk in Belarus, yeah, and they had this as well. So I went to a dacha. So I was invited to a dacha. This is like a country house, isn't it? Yeah, so it's country house. They call it a dacha, and I was invited. And they just put loads of pancakes and sour cream and things like this on the table. You know, it's like, this is random. We eat pancakes, but mainly on Pancake Day, which is in February. We have a day it's to do with Easter. Yeah, and we eat pancakes on this day, but not really on any other days. Yeah, we may eat like French crepes or whatever. But yeah, and for me, this was, Easter, yeah. Someone asked what Easter was. Easter is a tradition in the UK. Originally, it's a religious festival, but not so many people in the UK are Christian now, so they just celebrate it for chocolate. Yeah, so yeah, it depends. But
we
yeah,
are about to celebrate it at the end of this month.
Yeah, so it's really soon. Yeah, so do you celebrate it? Who celebrates Easter in their countries? So Frank, you're from a Catholic country, right?
Yes, but I'm not a Catholic.
Okay, but do you celebrate Easter?
But yes, because of Italian habits, we usually have lunch together with family and friends, but not for religious reasons.
Same in the UK,
at least to me.
Yeah, for me too. So we're not Christian, but we still celebrate. It's a bit like Christmas, yeah. So it's not, you don't celebrate it just we just celebrate the family time and things like that. Yes, it's quite interesting. Okay, so yeah, family life in Peru, Rod. Yeah, so how is it? Can you imagine yourself living with your family for the rest of your life?
No, of course. I was living alone for 2 years, but I returned to my home. But I want to live again.
Okay, yes, you'd like to go. I was talking to a guy from Spain, and he said that he moved back with his family as well, and they had a house in the countryside. And what he did was he arranged with his parents to build a separate door. Yeah, so he has his own door so that he doesn't have to use the same door as his parents. I thought this was quite interesting. Yeah, so they got separate doors. Yeah, they didn't want to. So they lived together, but maybe it wasn't so close. And yeah, so it's quite different relationships. But Achla, would you say, yeah? So you say in your country there's an obligation to stay with the family. Would you, if you had the choice, stay with the family?
Well, if I had the choice, I would live a long time on my own, but we're not allowed to do that here.
And what would happen if you did do this?
I would be jailed, maybe, or something like that.
Seriously,
That's
is
okay.
that
No, I'm
okay?
serious. The minimum punishment is jail. The maximum is it's even worse.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's different. Okay, so it's interesting. Okay, so let's talk. Yeah. So yeah. So your culture is very very interesting. Yeah. So what's it like
Really
to live
scary.
there? Yeah. So tell me about the good things. Tell me about the bad things. Yeah. And we'll compare. So I'll tell you about the good things in the UK, the bad things in the UK, and we'll share. Okay. So best thing about Saudi Arabia.
Oh, lots of best things. I mean, let me say that it's not really a bad thing to be obligated to your parents or your brothers or your family now. Our families are really connected, so they are there whenever you need them, whether you are happy or sad. And we do help each other. We do support each other, even financially. If, for example, if someone is having any problem, all the family gathers and they try to help him till they feel that he's okay. For a girl, maybe this is better to speak about. Let me say I don't have my full freedom to do whatever I want or to become whatever I want. I do have to fight through that every day in my life, but I'm used to it.
Yeah.
It's not an easy for a woman's life to live alone in Saudi Arabia. It's not
Yes,
even a choice.
Okay, so
But
it's quite interesting. In the UK, I would say it's that maybe there's the opposite problem. Yeah, so lots of people maybe go too separate from their family. For example, we have a rule, and we're close family, but we have this kind of unwritten rule, and I think maybe it's common. No news is good news, and that means basically you don't need to phone all the time if there's nothing wrong. Yeah, so if you don't phone, that means everything's going well with your life. Yeah, and it's okay. So we say no news is good news. Yeah, and how is it? Yeah, so for us, family is important. Yeah, so we have Christmas where we get together. We have these festivals where we get together. But I'd say lots of British people may be quite independent. Yeah, they live quite independent lives away from this, which can also cause problems. So, for example, yeah, okay, personal story. My grandmother and my grandfather lived opposite to my uncle, and my uncle lived close, but my mum lived quite far away, but even though my uncle was close to my grandmother, they wouldn't visit so much, yeah? And even though it was on the same street. So things like this. What about in your country? So, Marina, yeah? So, is family
Yes.
important to you? How important is
Yes.
it?
Well, in my case, I'm very close to my family, but normally in Spain, everybody's like really close. So for example, I live next to my grandma's, and I visit her like every day, almost. So yes, in
Okay.
Spain, I think it's really important.
And you always kiss each other, is that true? Yeah, so whenever I meet a Spanish person, they always kiss me. I feel quite charmed by it. It's quite
Yeah.
nice, but what is this? You know, it's going against my instinct as a British person. I'm thinking, what? They're kissing me? What? Okay, so how is that? Yeah, so what usually happens?
Yeah, when you say hello, you give two kisses.
Okay, yeah,
Just
so
or you just meet a person, and just to say hello, my name is Marina, you say hello, my name is Marina, and you give him or her two kisses.
okay, it's quite nice. And what about in Italy? Yeah, so I imagine Italy and Spain, they're not similar cultures, of course, they're different, but yeah, okay, you both have good weather, similar kind of language. How is it in Italy, Frank, with the greetings? Yeah, so are you all kissing each other in Italy as well?
Sometimes, but especially with very closer friends and of course relatives and with people from your family. Most common is give the hand.
To shake hands, yeah, to shake hands.
Yes, shake hands. And kissing each other is mainly between closer friends.
Yeah,
close
so
friends.
boyfriend and girlfriend in the UK. Well, it's okay, it depends, yeah, but I can't imagine if I went up to one of my friends who are girls and kissed them, you know, they'd be like, what? So I don't know, it's different, maybe cultures and stuff. And how is it in, so Ahmed, yeah, so how is it in your country?
Yeah. Well, here the greeting is pretty much like Frank said, like Italy. You know, kissing is with close friends and relatives and family, but with strangers we shake hands.
Okay, yeah, so you keep it quite formal and stuff, yeah, shake hands. And I'd say it's the same here. And would you agree with this, yeah? So Antonina, yeah, in Russia, what do you do to greet each other?
Well,
Don't worry about the greeting, just give each other vodka, yeah? Is that so? Or is that a stereotype?
It's not true. But usually guys shake hands, and girls, it depends. They don't usually shake hands with each other. It's pretty considered a bit strange. But you can just say hi, or if it's your friend, you can kiss them or hug them. I prefer hugging people.
Yeah.
But it's a bit different. But when someone starts, for example, leaning in to kiss you on the cheek, you have to do the same.
Yeah.
So it
So
wouldn't be uncomfortable.
it's quite interesting, yeah. So when people travel, yeah, not understanding these rules, I don't know. Have you had any? Okay, yeah. So Marina, you're Spanish. Have you ever been to the
Yeah.
UK or any other
Yes,
countries?
yes.
Okay.
I've-
And how was it? The greetings.
It's strange. I would say it's strange. For example, I went to Canada, okay, and I went for a month, and I lived there with a family. So in the moment, I don't know, just the first moment I meet them, I was like, okay, what do? I shake the hand, I give two kisses. What do I do? So yes, it's a bit strange because you don't know how the other person is going to react if you kiss them. You know.
Okay, yeah. So it's difficult, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'd say we would. Okay, maybe because we're familiar, for example, French people kiss. Yes, we hear about these greetings, but I don't think we'd mind too much. Yeah, so maybe we'll feel a bit awkward at the beginning, like, well, what do I do? No, do I kiss her back or what? But I think afterwards it's quite nice. You know, we don't mind it. Okay, so yeah, that's quite interesting. Let's get back to the point, whatever that was. I've lost it, but anyway. Okay, and how much free time do you think we should have? So, do you think, is there a specific amount of time that we should spend for ourselves per day? Yeah. So, what if you were to quantify it? If you were to give a number and a time, how many hours per day should we have to ourselves? So, Afla, what do you think?
I guess maybe, let me say, 18 hours besides your work.
18 hours free time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I agree with that. I think that's quite nice. And Roger, would you agree? 18 hours per day.
25.
25. Okay, 25. Great. Okay. And what about Marina?
I think you should have like more free time than the time you work. Like for example, if you spend 8 hours a day working, then you should spend like 10 having free time.
Okay,
Just
so
to
the
relax.
proportion.
Yeah.
The work-life balance should be in the favor of the life, not in the. Yeah. Okay. This. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What about? Okay, Antonina. Yeah. So, and then we're going to find out who's the hardest working country out of all of us. Yeah, because the hourly, how many hours people work and stuff. Okay. So, Antonina. Yeah. So, in Russia, give a figure. So, how much free time should you have per day? How many hours?
I guess enough to do all you want and not to be bored. Like
Okay.
if person don't have any hobbies, they can work more.
Yes.
But,
So it's up
I
to the
think-
person.
I think about 6 hours on a weekday will be enough, and weekends you should have them all.
Okay, yeah, so the weekends more, and then the weekdays you should, yeah, okay, so 6 hours, yeah, seems fair. Ibrahim, what would you say? Ibrahim,
As for
sorry.
me, yeah, Ibrahim. As for me, I have 8 hours working and 8 hours hobbies like free time and the last 8 hours sleeping, at least 24 hours a day.
Okay. Okay, and the thing is, yeah, so who else haven't I asked? So Frank, what is it at the moment, would you say? You have quite an interesting schedule, yeah? So you have quite a lot of free time because you have a nice schedule, yeah? So I guess you can move it around and things. But how much free time do you think you should have per day?
At least half of my daytime should be for myself. If it would be possible, but luckily, as I told you before, I have enough free time. At least 7 or 8 hours per day, as I can dedicate to myself and my hobbies, my interests.
Okay, so it's quite interesting. Also, yeah, what time do people go to bed? Because I've heard in Russia you go to bed quite late. Anthony, I don't know if it compares. Yeah? So maybe in the UK it depends. If you're young, you can go to bed whatever time. But if you're normally maybe 11 o'clock, I would say. If I was to put a figure on, most people go to 11. And Tony, Nina, I've heard before that this is like just evening in Russia. Yeah. So what time do people normally go to bed there?
Well, if you have to work on the next day, then it will be probably well, not 11. 11 actually, yes, a bit like evening time, but around 1 o'clock everyone is already in bed. But
and how does this? Yeah.
But if it's Friday night, you don't have to sleep at all.
Okay, so Friday it doesn't matter, yeah. So it's the same everywhere, maybe. And what would you say? Yeah. So Akhla, what would you say? So what time do people go to bed in Saudi Arabia?
Well, they do go late to bed. If you are a grown-up, you can go to bed at 1 or 2 in the morning.
So it's okay, yeah? So there's no set bedtime, so to speak. Because, yeah, I heard also, Antonina, that speaking with a Russian guy, and he was saying his son's bedtime is at 10 o'clock at night, and he's 8 years old, yeah? So I thought that was quite late, yeah? Or is it normal? Antonina.
I don't understand.
Okay, so I was talking with a guy from Russian. He was saying his son's bedtime is 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it normal for children?
Well, I don't have any children, so I don't know. But you can't make your child go to bed at 9, because you won't go to bed. And your apartment, our apartments are not that big. If you will put your child to bed at earlier, you will have to keep quiet, and we find it a bit difficult. So 10, probably all right. But
it's
I
fair,
don't know.
yes,
It depends.
Of course, yeah, it depends on what the child is, and when they annoy you. When they annoy you, send them to bed. I don't know. Okay, and Ahmed, what would you say? Yeah, to this. Yeah, what time would you say it's similar to Saudi Arabia?
Well, here it depends on the person. Somebody goes to bed early, somebody goes to bed late. It depends on the person and on, what do you have to do for tomorrow. But mostly, I think between maybe 11 and 1 or 2 a.m.
is okay, yeah? So 11, so it depends on the person things. Okay, guys, let's call it a day for today. I've got a class immediately after this if any of you want to join. Another speaking session, so it'd be good if you could come in if you can manage. But great to speak with you, and good to see you again, Rod, and hopefully speak to you. Oh, okay. We've got a new member, yeah? So just at the end. I don't know if you're joining next. How do you pronounce your name? Chorcha. Is it? Chorcha. Chuan. Okay, anyway, I've got to go, but take care and hopefully speak to you again soon, guys. Yeah, good to speak with you.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.